more accurate than Craig Jones. Oh man, Craig Jones. Fuck Craig Jones, man.
Craig Jones is one of the funniest human beings you ever met in your life. Like, I've always said, like, dude, professional training is a hard way to make a living. And if they're all boring, stuffy tightwads like me, no one would stick around. But guys like Craig Jones, Gary Turner, they light up the gym and they make it so much better. And having that guy around is the best thing that ever happened for the squad. He's one of the funniest human beings I've ever met. And the funny thing is most Americans don't get some of his Australian humor. And so he'll say something, I'm the only guy in the room laughing, everyone else is looking like, what the fuck just happened? He's unquestionably the guy who's like the most loved guy in the team would be Craig Jones. You know?
Puerto Rico is definitely aging me though, hey. Like before I moved here, I definitely still felt like the adults division, but now I feel like I'm in the masters division, just with dealing with this shit every day. The hair you saw me with in Austin last, right? I go to Fernando's brother. I showed Fernando's brother a picture of just like a regular, like just how my hair usually is, right? And then he just shaves all my hair off. Before he shaves it though, he looks at me and goes, shaver or scissors? And I look at him and go, scissors. And then he just shaves my hair up. I was like, right, I mean, I gotta find a way to laugh at this shit, but...
Is it a language thing?
Well, I mean, I don't think pictures are a language thing. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's seeing something different. My only assumption is, based on my experiences of Puerto Rico, is that every Puerto Rican hates me.
Who are you rooting for, Tony? Gabby or Craig?
Gabby.
You want Gabby? You like Gabby?
So you're doing the Ultimate Fighter soon. How'd that come about?
While I was on tour, I woke up and Volkanovski sent me a message. He was just like, "Do you want to be the assistant coach on Tough?" And I was like, "That sounds pretty fun." I think his other guy. There's another guy in the UFC, Brad Riddell. Something happened with him coming out to America and he couldn't do it. I figure it'd be pretty entertaining. I just hope it's not like some crazy COVID protocols. Obviously, I can leave to compete for this event and stuff, but hopefully I'm not locked down for fucking 5 weeks. I'll go crazy. You guys are gonna love this photo I'm taking today. You want me to explain it?
Yeah.
I brought in a needle and a really childish Band-Aid. I'm gonna put the Band-Aid on my ass cheek. Nat's bringing in a white robe and she's gonna write doctor on it. And she's going to be holding up the syringe and I'm going to be like, guys, I know a lot of people are worried about the COVID vaccine, but Nat's been giving me the vaccine every week. For the last 3 months, I feel great. It just works because everyone thinks Nat's the team doctor anyway. Parking the wheelchair spot. I deserve it though because I haven't trained for a couple weeks, so I'll need this afterwards.
Craig, you have no idea how much I do
I'm still tired from the tour, but we'll see how it goes in here. I rolled at 8 of the seminars, and that was just me getting gangbanged in the middle, just running a train on me. Shitty training quality, obviously, but hopefully my cardio has stayed up a little bit. What's up?
You guys want a real interview? Why are you wasting your time with this guy?
They hold their what? They're trying to come here. Feel that?
A lot of banter, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's the Australian culture, is to really like have a lot of fun.
I'll take it easy on the
The type of guy that sits down and
you guys need to promote. It's okay. Every round is a floor roll with this guy.
You know what I mean? I think we need that in the gym as well because like, and I've seen it at a lot of gyms around the world, like they have the shit talking and relationship, but it is all in good fun. It keeps you training, keeps you pushing hard.
Much better, Craig Jones. Better work like there.
So yeah, Tarzan's good because Tarzan can be an emotional guy, so I like to provoke him every now and then.
Look at this.
See it again?
Spends a lot of time on all fours, you know what I mean?
see the fear?
Yeah, but I legitimately make Taza angry. Sometimes he gets violent during the roast. He kicked me in the chest, he would slap me in the head. But we're still friends afterwards, it's just funny, you know.
Here, Craig asked me to pretend I thought that you were Ethan Crouch.
We put the same beanings on him, so yeah, I understand why he gets confused sometimes.
Ethan, come on. Mallet.
I'm drinking water.
Mallet, send him over here.
Get away from me, man.
Close guard. You're close guard now?
No.
Too strong, man.
He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. I know, he doesn't. Let it be known. Craig Jones does it.
Oh my God!
Craig said he wants to do turtle rounds.
I know, he wants to do every round. Dude, are you gonna put some strength behind it? See, Craig's really nice. He doesn't want to.
I love training with Ethan because Ethan, no matter who he trains with, no matter how big that person is, he just comes after him. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't let his size or anything get in the way. I respect it. I don't know if it's good for the longevity of his career, but I definitely respect it and enjoy rolling with someone like that.
Ethan just makes noises. He'll be like, ah, like he'll grunt, he'll be like, fuck.
Oh man, I miss you.
You gotta entertain yourself. I've been training almost 15 years now, so it's like, that's the sort of shit that keeps me in there.
Give him the kiss of death. Nice, man. Alright, camera's off.
Tight guy. I'm gonna run new spot.
Show the drill, crank, ball position, moving away from Jordan, putting down with Yashi. Good. Now, when you go to ball position, crank facing the other way. Crank stands up, hands to the side. You guys gotta team up with each other, you gotta do this drill back to back. One guy does the side, one guy does the Yashi, and switch among yourselves as you do it.
What's it like training with Gordon these days?
Yeah, tough, pretty tough. I feel like I did better with him before I trained with him. It's only getting worse now.
Are you ready for some action? Are you ready for some action?
Yes.
Armbar, we're right in trouble. Craig Jones trying to make something happen.
He's great even without the technical instruction, just purely in exposing my weaknesses.
He's corkscrewing and he's out.
If I roll with Gordon, he's going to exploit holes in my game, and it is good. Not at the time, not at the moment, but it is good that it happens there, and hopefully it doesn't happen in the competition match.
The worst part about Gordon is he does to me what he does to Wagner. He could submit me earlier, but he just makes me suffer for the rest of the round. And the worst part is if I ever do anything good against Gordon, the round won't end until he gets revenge. If I sweep him, well, we've already been rolling 10 minutes, John will let that shit go until he gets revenge.
I hate you, but I love you, bro. Thank you.
So again, we both look at that inside knee position, and we both get it. Meaning we can't attack each other's inside leg, but we can take a scoop grip on the far leg, and we're going to take the hand that goes under, grabs the kneecap. The outside hand secures the heel, and we drag it into our bicep. Again, we're not dragging it through, we're dragging it into the biceps. That, again, is why he can't retract his leg very easily. Sometimes people are going to retract their leg out themselves here, leaving us space to go over. If not, we can use our second leg to kick it free. We're going to come up onto our head, roll our leg through, and from this position, all I'm doing is lifting my elbow above the toes, and you can see that's going to lead to a heel exposure. We can finish on the far side.
I remember entering DDS the first time, and it was straight after me and Gordon had the famous CBI match with the armbar. I counted it as a victory, but a story for another time. And then a week later, we competed on Kasai, And I remember what started it was, because I had 3 or 4 locker rooms, and I showed up and they pointed me in the direction, they're like, this is the locker room you're in. And I walk in and it was just DDS. And I'm like, this is pretty awkward. John was like, oh, you're in here with us? It was just me and the whole DDS team. And I remember being like, this is pretty weird. We just competed a week ago. But then over the course of the night, pretty friendly and stuff. John was nice. Obviously, Gordon was nice before his match. I think he faced off against Yuri Samoas. So it was just, yeah, friendly environment. And they said, you should come in to train. And I just remember going in and pretty much getting my ass kicked. And I had been training with Lachlan Giles at Absolute. I still did train after that when I was going back and forth. But I guess the big difference was I went in there and there was a room full of professionals, whereas what we had at Absolute was basically me, Lachlan, and a lot of up-and-coming guys. And I just thought that would be the place to sort of take my career to the next level.
That's always your first step. That's always the first one. Everything comes off that. You get that basic actually rubbing. You need to do it on both sides. The bottom game is always the first side.
First is ass nice. Look at him. Look at him. His hate and anger. Here it comes.
Do you reckon they'll put it up?
No, don't put anything good I did. Cut it out, please.
I don't think they have any.
We want him ready for his next time.
They might have to edit something in there.
Fuck this guy.
Oh my god. Is this what it's usually like after practice?
Yeah. Usually more hands-on. The car, so we've got some electrical problems. So my seatbelt doesn't work. But the electrical problems calm down if I take the passenger side seatbelt and plug it in my side. And then we're good. We're good to go.
How's your Spanish coming along, Craig?
Taz has been teaching me.
What words do you know? Let me hear it a little bit.
Tazer is a mama bichos.
So you guys do a lot of carpooling?
A lot of carpooling. I've been driving the guys around, and Oliver Tazer is a slow-moving man. They're the challenges, you know what I mean? But
So I pick these guys up and drop them off every day. I would say
It's my favorite part of the day.
Taz is usually the one that's always on time, ready to go.
Yes! Yeah, we usually sit here and listen to Craig just bash every single one of us in the car.
Craig, can you explain the origin of why you started putting "fuck Craig Jones" on everything?
Taza can probably explain.
You will understand, my friend. Just do a couple of rounds with it and you understand. Fuck Craig Jones. There's nothing more accurate than Craig Jones.
Taza, the first time you said it was after a mounted no-gi Ezekiel, right?
When I mounted no-gi Ezekiel too?
When you had mount on me and I Ezekiel chugged you, right?
We were drilling, weren't we? Wasn't it during drilling?
Well, I mean, typically when we row, I'm drilling and you're going blind. So, I mean, I guess we could classify it as that.
Craig Jones, man. You need to find somebody that can
fight back.
Fight back, man. Fire back.
This is where these guys are. I drop these guys off out front because it's a battle getting around in there. I'm gonna come pick you up and we'll go to the beach.
And how long?
We're gonna go do.
You guys gonna go now?
I'm gonna go back, eat quickly, shower, and then we're gonna go do some filming. What's up, guys? Welcome to the spot. Come on in. The weather took a turn, hey? Sun's back out. Did you guys bring swimming gear for the beach?
No.
You can borrow a banana hammock. I think we're pretty much the only people on the floor too. Like, this place is empty. Everyone lives down here for the tax situation. So you only have to live here, I think 6 months a year. So most of the apartments are empty. I cleaned up for you guys. So this is the place. My last apartment in New York was probably this big. So it's an easy adjustment. We got the view out here.
Tell the DJ turn it up one time, yeah. I see you found your groove.
So we got some nice ocean views and stuff. A bit better than the New York view. Listening to homeless people scream all night. So it's much more peaceful.
So were you advocating hard to be out in New York?
I was, but I didn't want to push it too hard because initially that was kind of like, I don't think John was keen initially, but Gordon obviously was. I remember there was one day where they were both like, well, what do you want to do, Craig? And I'm like, well, I'm just going to go. I'm not going to be the deciding factor here. I'm just going to go wherever you guys want to go. So I did want this to happen. I just wasn't sure it would happen. We got the jiu-jitsu mats, obviously post-training recovery, and something else I like to do is a lot of sewing myself. It's one of my favorite hobbies. Scarves, yeah, we don't need scarves down here, luckily. I knit slings for Taza when I beat him up too bad. I do have a couple spare bedrooms, but I really don't tell anyone about them because we'll never get rid of these jiu-jitsu people, you know what I mean? They come down for a week, they end up trying to move in. The master bedroom down here. Everything's pretty messy right now, but we got some nice views. These roads, you can even see the roads here. It's just wild stuff going on these roads. I've hit so many potholes. That's true, that's true. But I didn't have to drive over there, luckily. Just catching the subway systems and stuff. Typically most days, I'll head down to the beach. Like if you guys see over here, there's a huge amount of cliff face here. It's like peaceful spot, waves crashing in, and then you can just follow this like sort of jungle path and you get to this really nice swimming beach. We'll probably just make a shake right now, something pretty basic, and then we're gonna go pick up Taza and we'll head to the beach. Probably leave him down there, let him find his own way back. After the angry rounds today.
Looked like it, yeah.
You noticed that as well? This is Cerro Gordo. I think it's a mountain bike trail. It's like a hiking trail as well. But obviously my apartment's just back here. So usually every day I come down here, check out the rocks, the ocean, head to the left and we'll be at a really nice swimming beach. To be honest, I've never finished the hike. I just go to the beach in the end.
But today he's equipped for it.
I'm ready.
Look at that.
Ready for anything.
Crap check.
Craig, how do you feel about sharing your beach here with
The
other
secret
people like
spot, yeah, I mean, the class, we're bringing some lower class to this area, but we can make a special occasion right now. You're
gonna fucking push me up?
You see how shallow it is under you. You can see San Juan from up here. You can see old San Juan, the old fort. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, the swell gets pretty big here sometimes. Sometimes the water shoots up pretty high.
I came here on Sunday, real story. There were the dogs somewhere around here, and it was a fresh kill. Like the dogs hunt the iguanas and they eat them. It's a pretty nice sight.
I seriously worry about a coconut hitting me in the head. Lots of people get killed by coconuts.
You train your whole life and then out by a coconut.
It happens. These are the old campgrounds. I've only seen a few people camping here. I don't know how safe it is, to be honest.
You know there was an earthquake.
Yesterday?
There was an earthquake yesterday. Very light one. There was one.
Was that when I took you down? I didn't know that registered on the seismograph, bro.
No, that wasn't it.
They're chilling because the sun is all the way up. It's cooking. Cooking! It's good though. It's good to get some sun. That's one thing that we didn't have a lot. No. Finishing in New York, like on Saturday, we go out, it's dark.
This is my favorite spot, I think, right now. There's some big spiders though.
Let's do it.
You don't mind, do you?
No.
Spiders, bro, I don't care. Means cockroaches.
Tozy, you can speak Spanish, right?
Por supuesto, papi.
How do I say, what is it? My name's Craig Jones.
Hola, meu nombre es Craig Jones. Voy pelear en Who's Number One.
Hola. Mi nombre es Craig Jones.
Give your name a little.
Craig Jones.
I wish I could roll my R's.
Put a bit of
Craig.
C in it.
My name is Craigie Jonesy.
H, right?
Say it like a proper Puerto Rican. Craig Jones.
Craig Cajones?
If you want to say that,
Yeah, that's great.
I think that is more accurate. Cojones. But now
Mi
we
nombre
gotta
es
say it.
Craig Cajones. I've been speaking fluent Spanish for maybe 3 months now. It came very naturally to me when I got here to the island. I really wanted to learn it to get into the minds of my opponent's coaches. But upon rehearing the coaching during the match, I'm not sure they even know how to speak Spanish.
How would you rate the Spanish of, say, Andre Galvao?
Andre Galvao?
Yeah.
Excelente.
Lo que tú me hiciste no tiene perdón y lo tengo aquí guardado un amargo sabor.
Mirema, Pelema, es 26.
26.
26.
26.
26.
26.
On FloGrappling.
Sobre FloGrappling.
Sobe?
What a gringo, man. Not a single word of Spanish. He's been here for 3 months. What a
Say it really good.
gringo. Look at that. Sobre.
Sobre.
Yeah. Or en.
So I'm gonna just move my lips, but you're gonna say in
The
Spanish.
whole thing, yeah.
All right. Hola, meu nombre.
Wait. When I go on 3, I'll whip my mouth.
Hola, meu nombre es Craig Jones. Yo voy a pelear sobre FloGrappling el 26 de febrero. Mírame y yo voy a estrangular Ronaldo. Perfecto, mundo.
The fans can expect a very high-paced match. I'm going to assume Ronaldo is going to be coming to finish me. I'm going to be coming to do the same. And if I had to bet money on it, it's not going to go the full 15 minutes.
Please welcome Ronaldo Jr.
My style is I always push the pace. I bring the fire to the fight. I hate boring fights. He's a good opponent. He's got some good jiu-jitsu. I've been watching him for a long time. And I expect a good fight against him.
And now, please welcome his opponent from Adelaide, Australia, and fighting out of Dorado, Puerto Rico, Craig Jones!
Let's try and put on the most exciting match we can and try to kill each other.
Agora, vai. Boa. Isso. Não. Isso. Deixa eu entrar. Vai saindo. Vai derramando. Gira.
So to separate the legs now.
That's okay. Separate, go to inside shoulder. Separate, go to inside shoulder. Vai virando pra fora, vai fazendo sucesso. Vira pra fora, vira pra sua direita, tá rodando.
Craig Jones gets the finish here at Who's Number One. Inside heel hook in just under 5 minutes. Well, it was a hard job getting into that attack position, but once he managed to get the leg, it was all over.
With Ronaldo was giving me more typical responses, which I mean is to say that he's in front of me, he's looking for his opportunity to pass, but there's any sign of danger, he's out of there. So what I had to do with Ronaldo, which would be more sort of cutting edge technique, is just I had to control his feet, get a sort of an inside knee pull there, and then I had both options. I had an entry to cross arch you or an entry to 50-50, and it keeps me safe because Ronaldo's from Atos, kinda, and obviously, sadly, took my back and strangled me off a leg entry, so I was trying to utilize different styles of entries against a guy like Ronaldo. Because again, I figured Ronaldo would adopt a very similar game plan to Kainan, and that is he's steadily above me, looking for me to invert to take the back, but I had to use a different style of entry that was less vulnerable to back takes and harder for him to run out. What's up? Just got done with training. We're gonna get some churrasco volcanoes from La Terraza.
New Puerto Rico is pretty nice. You know, also, like, it's a beautiful place. Obviously, you got the beaches, you know what I mean? But I feel like you need the beach and the ocean, and you need that relaxing nature, because to get anything done here can be very, very difficult. Like, even my building, I tried to get my mailbox, tried to access my mail, it took 6 weeks, you know what I mean? It's just the island life, you know what I mean? Like, they're like, mañana. They get to it another day.
Are you guys gonna get the meat volcano too?
Yeah.
Can we get 3 meat volcanoes?
Oh, I got it.
Thanks, bro. We're gonna get the meat volcano, which I think is a skirt steak wrapped around mofongo, and there's something else in there. I don't know what else it is. I don't know how to say that actually. Mamo pasteo rice. That's the one. I've never had this in my meat volcano. It's the healthiest thing I've eaten in weeks, probably. Yeah, not as experimental as the barbers, though. Every store I go to here, right? I'll go to a store and there's always more staff than customers. Always. But for some reason, no one will serve me. Even if the taxes were 4%, I'm gonna have a stroke or a breakdown or something.
Work all about Craig Jones. Let me see it, champ.
Craig Jones is a slow, remorseless kind of approach to jiu-jitsu based around isometric tension and control of the other person's movement.
He's a black belt who is quickly being considered one of the top grapplers in the world. He comes to us tonight all the way from Melbourne, Australia.
I think he's already a star, and how you define superstar, well, most people say, well, are you a champion in the division? But I think it goes deeper than that. I think it has much more to do with what you stand for. Like, what does your brand stand for? And Craig Jones stands for the guy who's the quiet kid that everyone kind of overlooked and no one took seriously until suddenly he was the toughest guy in the world.
Leg locking, setting up the back take as Craig Jones gets the rear naked choke. There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by submission, match number 3.
All the credit goes to Craig. Like, it's remarkable what he's done in the time available, and despite the fact that this has been one of the hardest 12 months for a jiu-jitsu player to make progress, he's made more progress than I've ever seen him.
I just try to be the opposite to what everyone hates about jiu-jitsu. I mean, I guess some people hate guard pulling, so I'm not the opposite to that, but I guess most people hate just boring matches, doesn't end in a submission. So, like, I'm just trying to finish everyone I compete against.
Right into the heel hook.
It's over.
It's not just showing up to make a paycheck or to try and win by advantage. He wants to finish people. He's not happy unless he does. And I think people are saying that's the brand that I want to be associated with. That's a guy who truly expresses the ideal of jiu-jitsu, control leading to submission. You met him, he just seems like a very regular, normal human being. People look at him and believe, I could do that too.
I truly believe that over the next few years he's going to become one of the all-time greats in no-gi grappling.
Just trying to create a highlight reel, something to look back on when I decide to retire that is fun to watch.
There's so much more to Craig Jones than what most people understand.
All right, guys. So that is that's really a good vision of what we spend time doing in Puerto Rico. So I just wanted to give you an insight into how really difficult my life is these days.
Life is a bitch, leave it as you can, but I give an helping hand when you can do it. Life is a bitch, leave it as you can, but I give an helping hand when you can do it. Life is a bitch, I'm living as I can, I will leave an helping hand when I can do it. Life is a bitch, I'm living as I can.
What are we doing right now, Nikki?
I have a little beach wrestling tournament.
Let us in? Come on. You got us in the car almost crashing like 6 times. So
Dude,
that'll be
I
good.
felt like
So, Nikki, how's my driving?
it's awful.
You know, we don't really chit-chat around, so it's 45 minutes in and out, hard training. 100 reps should not take more than 2 minutes.